Hi, I'm Joyce, the Energy Lady. Have you ever considered the conversation that you need to show up for yourself as much as you show up for other people? If you're one of those people who love to help people, who love to do things for them, and you're much more willing to do for them than you are for yourself, then that means you're not showing up for yourself. So what does it look like to show up for yourself? You all know what it's like to show up for other people because you're already doing that. But what does it look like to show up for you? I always tell people, if you don't take care of yourself first, how can you really take care of anyone else? And so you've got to find ways to take care of you so that you are 100% tip-top shape so you can serve others. That is my number one key, and that has not been that way my whole life. Since 14 years ago when I learned the energy work that I do, I am definitely a dedicated and consistent person in taking care of myself. And I don't consider that selfish at all. I consider that making me much more available to serve others because I've taken care of me first. So I don't start my day without taking care of me. I do a bike ride, I do a meditation, I do prayer, I do an energy cleanse, I have a protein shake. I take care of me first so that anytime throughout the day if somebody else needs me or needs my service, then I am ready and prepared for that. I'm not drained, okay? And I don't get drained when I work on other clients because their stuff is not mine. That's a place where you can first step up with showing up for yourself. That is acknowledging what is yours and what is theirs. It's called boundaries. We've all heard that word. There's lots of books written about them. And so if you can first recognize that what other people are giving you, sharing with you, assigning you, if you're taking that on as yours, either number one, to fix, or number two, to take for them, then you're taking away from their experience. So you got to give it back. It's not yours. Cord cutting is really helpful when you don't know how to name what's somebody else's and what's yours. Here's an example. If someone comes to you and shares with you a really horrendous story that happened to them, maybe they got in a car wreck, or maybe they witnessed a car wreck, or something that was really traumatic, and they're sharing that with you, are you listening to them and hearing their pain and their sadness and their sorrow and all that and taking it on as if it's yours? Then that's where you cut the cords, and you don't do this to them verbally, but on your own say, this is theirs, this is not mine. And so you have to acknowledge that to yourself. You got to own it. You've got to own your own stuff and let them own their own. So anytime people share with you a lot of drama stories, then you have to stay clear on, this is their story, this is their experience, this is not yours. That's one of the ways you get to show up for yourself, is saying, I have my own stuff in my own life. I got my own trauma and drama, and it's mine, and I can take care of that, but I can't take care of everyone else's. And then as a person who does healing work, I hear stories all day long. Those stories are not mine. It is their life experience and is for them to deal with, and I get to walk them through that. I get to guide them through that, but it is not mine to take on as if I need to heal, fix, and cure. I do everything I do with the hand of God in the work I do, and I just consider myself a vessel in that. And so back to the question I posed at the beginning of the video is, how are you taking care of you? How are you showing up for yourself? And are you one of those that says, I would much rather do for so-and-so and so-and-so than to do for myself? then that means you're not showing up for you. So take this moment to look at where you're not showing up for yourself, what you're doing, and how you can change that right now with even just one step, owning what's yours and what's not, and then doing something that's helpful for you that you find is brings you peace, whether that means meditation or prayer or a walk, something for you. Do that today. Thanks.